Welcome to Sunday, July 21st. I just tried to do a tarot reading and Spirit only let me get through numerology and astrology. So we're going to go ahead and do a second one here and see if we can get to the tarot. So many cards they want me to take. Okay. 57, teaching and learning. I've been getting this a lot lately. 5 being challenges, chaos, conflict. 7, crossroads, seeking. So we have that's what I was going to say. Oh, I know. So then you add these two numbers together, so you have 12. 1 being primal, 2 being knowing, and then 1 and 2 is 3 is communication. So to know that the prime issue that's going on here, okay, is better communication. The lack of communication is causing the chaos and everything being kind of split apart. Oh, whew, there's 7 again. Double 7, starseed. You don't add these numbers together when they're double. You know, those are just like, if you didn't get the message here on the 7, boom, here it is 2 more times. Spirituality. So Spirit is definitely speaking right now. Spirit is definitely sending a clear message on this. Oh boy. Red cards. Warning. Okay. Self-discipline. 4 being stable, being salt of the earth. 1 being primal. Okay. So you add those together and you have 5, which is chaos, conflict, controversy, all the C's. You know what I mean? So, self-discipline. Teaching and learning spirituality to help with self-discipline. Oh, and there's your other 7. Okay, 7. So 7 and 5. 7 and 5. Okay, so time out. It's time to take a time out. 3, communication. We just talked about having to have communication. So right now you need a timeout from communication because communication's not going well at all. So communication has to stop for a minute. Okay. So, teaching and learning. You can't learn while you're teaching and you can't teach while you're learning. So sometimes you're the teacher and sometimes you're the student. Okay. Spirit is speaking right now. You need to listen and learn, and you need to learn self-discipline. Time out. So 7 and 3 is 10. So the prime 1, you have your prime, and then 0. 0 is always Spirit has your back. If it's like a 9, that's like Spirit, is with you. They're like right there, like right above. You think of a 0 and then a line. That's kind of what makes a 9. With a 6, you have a line, and then you have your circle. So you're following in Spirit. When you're a 6, you're being nurturing. You're following in Spirit. Okay, when you're 9, you're awakening. You're just kind of like starting to realize it. So Spirit's like in your head. You know what I mean? So here we have, so with 10, you have 1. Spirit's behind you. Spirit has your back. Spirit is supporting you. So right now, Spirit's trying to give you a message and you need to be open and listen to it. Right now, it's time to take a time out. Stop communication. Really learn. Think about this. Listen to Spirit. Get, some self-discipline here together. Figure some stuff out. So this is important. When this stuff comes up, now unlike tarot, numerology is boom, boom, boom. There's no interpretation. There's no, it could mean this and it could mean that. Oh, this could mean that could mean no. Time out. That's what that means. There's no interpretation here. None. Purple is the color of power. Okay, color of power. Yellow is the color of the sun, of spirit. So this is spirit right here telling you that, you know, there's all this power here. It's time to take a time out. And so you see over here, this purple and the purple red is like warning, like, listen, this is intense. This is really an important message. Like, this is stop, like a stop sign. Stop. Self-discipline has to happen. Okay. Green is the color of genius, of intelligence. Okay. So be smart and stop. And let's get some self-discipline going, because spirit has the power to help you. Spirit here has the power to help you with this. Okay. So it's very, very, very clear what this message is. There's no interpretation at all. Okay. This is what happened last time. I got a bunch of numerology cards and a bunch of astrology, well, not a bunch, but a few, and I couldn't even get to tarot. So let's see if I'm going to get there today. So we've got one card. Yep, one. Okay, that's helpful. One card. Taurus. 2, knowing. So Taurus, I have am I having like a brain thing today? Yeah, no, that's right. I have. Okay. Yes. Stubborn. Okay. Just had to make sure. Shouldn't doubt myself. I'm usually right. Because I'm a Leo. Taurus. So knowing I have. So what do we think about when we think of Taurus? We all think the same thing. Stubborn, bullheaded. Okay. Do you see this coloration in the background? Okay. So we have this red and this orange back here. You see this blue color here and then here. So what this is telling us, focus sometime. There we go. Thank you, camera. So the stubbornness, nope, it's not working. It's not working. Someone's being very stubborn and bullheaded. And the other person is trying to remain calm, is trying to deal with things. But, I mean, who's going to win this battle? This person or this person? They're putting on a false face of calmness to everyone that they're around. But it's not their true face. All of this going on behind, that's what's really going on with this person. Okay? So, whichever one that you are, you're one of these two people. Figure out who you are. So this person over here trying to remain calm, trying to, this person can only, be pushed so far, push someone far enough, they're going to blow, even the calmest of people. There's an old saying, if you want someone to absolutely blow their top and lose their cool, tell them to calm down. No one's ever calmed down who's been told to calm down. It's funny. Okay, so now let's get to tarot, because at least now I'm only 9 minutes in, so I've got time to do a quick tarot. Whew. All right. Let's see where this will take us. Well, I said I only wanted a couple cards, but more than one would be great. Oh, there we go. There we are. And there we are. Okay. Where are we going to go today? Let's see. Why can't I get my camera to focus, like, at all? Jeez. Cheap phones, people, don't buy them. 3 of Cups. So here's our 3. Communication, collaboration. Done well equals celebration. Done wrong equals conflict. So if you look in the back room, wow. Okay, let's try that again. In the background, there's a storm a-brewing. You see these 3 ladies, and they are cheering. They're having a bit of a celebration. There's a nice bounty going on here. Stairs taking you up, leading you to something, usually up, uplifting. You see the red flowers, so, red flowers usually equals love. So this is where everyone wants to be, the 3 of Cups. So this 3 over here, this is where we want to be, is with that. Next we have the 9 of Pentacles. Security, achievements. A camera that will focus. Oh, that was a nice little hiccup. Thank you. Okay. So 9 of Pentacles, 9 being awakening. So awakening to the need for security and achievement. So someone is feeling very insecure. Someone is feeling very like, oh, look, I'm in control and I have this amazing animal and I have it all together. I've got house and I've got my finances and I've got it all together. But if you look deep into this, you'll see that the bird is not there by its own free will. The bird is being held by a leather strap. She's got on a leather glove to protect herself, because the bird with those talons will slice right through her skin, just trying to hold on. Not purposely trying to harm, but because she's trying to hold on to this bird. She's got to protect herself from getting hurt. And the bird doesn't mean to hurt. The bird has no choice. And if you look at her face, camera, please. Focus. That's the best it's going to do. That's not a face of happiness. So if someone's standing there in this garb, holding this bird with a beautiful house, this money, and has a face like that, that's not a secure person. That's not someone who feels like they've done great achievements. They're showing achievements, but deep down, they're not feeling that. So 9, so this card can go a couple of different ways. Either you have security and you've accomplished things and you have that awakening, or you haven't gotten there just quite yet. The awakening isn't there. You feel, maybe you have the security of a home, maybe you have the achievements, but, there's something going on there. The Queen of Pentacles. Gosh, I just really wish this would focus in a bit more. Maybe it's my eyes. I don't know. I am getting ready to turn 50 after all. So, okay, so the Queen of Pentacles. Pentacles, as we all know, is earth sign. It's grounded. Usually represents finances or money or job. If you look at this queen, she's holding on to a lot of things. There's a lot going on around her. Money, the throne, animals. We have all this stuff around. She has all these worldly possessions. And again, if you look at her face, you see struggle of power. Look at up here. Okay, the horses. The horse is a struggle of power. The horse either has to be powerful to fight to protect its herd, to fight to protect itself, or its spirit gets broken and then it loses all of its power. So, if you look at the position of where these Are these even horses or rams? Are they rams? I can't even tell. Well, horse, ram, kind of the same thing. You know, they need to be strong. I think they're rams. Yeah, they're rams. They need to be strong and they need to fight and protect. You know, that's what they do. Hooved animals. That's, you know, a bull, a horse, a goat, sheep, you know, they're all, it's a kind of the same thing. We have the Seven of Swords in reverse. Interesting. Betrayal, dishonest. What is left behind? I'm getting left behind. So it's in reverse. But here's what's interesting. Someone is feeling betrayed and feeling that there's dishonesty and feeling left behind, but they really aren't. The betrayal that's being felt it is not intentional betrayal. The dishonesty that this one of the two people, or you know, usually because it's one, you know, two people, one person's, you know, unless you're battling, you know, the whole world, but I'm just saying in general, like the betrayal and the dishonesty and the feeling of being left behind aren't, you're feeling that, but that's not what is actually happening. And it's right that you're feeling this. Anyone would feel that because of what's happened. But the person making you feel that way is making you feel that way because they don't know how to communicate at all. They're still young. They haven't learned. They have no self-discipline. They're just reacting. You know, they're probably, you know, yeah, it's not quite what it seems. Seven of Pentacles. Oh, okay. That's what it is. The seven, because, you know, here we have all the sevens, remember? The seven, 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 and then we have our three. So the Seven of Pentacles, basically, whenever I see the Seven of Pentacles, I think reap what you have sown. You've planted this, you know, the gardens, you planted the fruits and the vegetables. Everything is blooming and prospering and everything's amazing and there's plenty and everything is good. And this person's like, okay, well, now what? You know? Which could go a lot of, this is where the interpretation comes in, can go a lot of different ways. It's crossroads. It's seeking. So whatever this person needs, all of this is not it. Or they just don't know what to do with it. So that's what's going on with this seven. For some reason, I'm thinking sevens. With all these sevens. And it's not like a play on words, even though I know it seems that way, like sever. It's not that. It's like somebody feels cut off. I think everyone feels cut off in this situation. It's on both sides. Sever. Okay. Both sides. That's interesting. So there's a power play happening here where both sides need to feel in control for their own reasons, and neither one of them are bad reasons. One is to become independent, and one is fear of this person's independent harming them in some way. This person does not make wise choices. This person has created lots of conflict and chaos, and it kind of can't be trusted, not in the sense of being a cheat, but is a liar and a manipulator and a chaos maker, just in their own actions. And that's where, oh, got you. Okay. That's what's happening here. Okay. Yeah. Thank you. I get it now. Okay. The Spirit's just making it clear for me. The betrayal And the left behind and the dishonesty is this person here just acting crazy because they don't know what to do and they don't know how to behave, and they don't see it as betraying you. You do, but they don't. You see them as being dishonest, but they don't see it as being dishonest. They just think of it as like, oh, I'm just not letting you know. It's omission to them. You see it as betrayal and dishonesty. They see it as omission. Oh, I'm just not saying. And then left behind, they left. And they're like, no, it's okay to leave. But you're like, but I mean, yeah, it's okay to leave. But like, you know, if you like are quitting your job, it's not okay just to leave. You got to let somebody know you've quit. Otherwise, it creates chaos in the wake of what you've done because nobody knows what's going on and what do we do now. And if you're like, oh, I'm leaving, I quit this job, then okay, there's communication and we all know what's going on, and then we can all be on the same page. So I see what's going on now. And I'm not saying it's about quitting work. It was an analogy. So there you go. Okay. Whew. Yeah, we're over 20 minutes. All right, let me do a final outcome card, and then we gotta, oh no, I just bent my cards. Got a little too excited there. And I just mixed up all my cards. Okay, I put the deck back together like that. Oh my gosh, this reading has me just frazzled. Okay. I'm only gonna do one card, even though they told me 3. Oh boy. Oh yeah, 5 of Pentacles. So, poverty, loss, misery. See what's happening right here? Okay. This right here, spirit. Okay, spirit is right there. This is basically representing a church. So there's, I don't believe in the whole man-made building church thing, but I'm just saying, generally speaking, that's the representation of. So, just like the dove is a representation of peace. So that spirit, yeah, there's spirit right there. These people are out in the cold. But here's the thing. As you can see here, they're like walking away. So were they walking away from, or are they just walking past, not utilizing spirit's right there? So this is where interpretation of tarot comes in, to where we don't know exactly, were they rejected? Do they feel rejected by? Why aren't they walking up the steps to the church to take shelter and to receive help? Isn't that what a church is supposed to be for? Not going to go there. And 5, here we go with our 5. There's our chaos and conflict and challenges. Okay, that's why they need me to pick that other card, because that was the last message. Let me do one more card, because I never end on a open-ended note. Okay, there we go. There it is. Okay. Princess of Wands. Okay, Princess of Wands. This card has Sagittarian energy. For me, whenever I pull it, fire sign. Princess. Okay, someone has been well cared for, well loved. Someone does not understand the sacrifices that have been made. You see here in the background, there's the coldness in the background. And you see she's holding on to this wand, this large staff. This princess feels empowered, or let's just say not empowered, that's not the right word. Entitled. That's what I meant to say, entitled. And this red flowing garment in the back, this is a lot of tension. This is a lot of like bad feeling that, this kind of fire in the belly kind of thing. So when anyone does or says anything, there's like, rah, that Sagittarian energy, just shoot that arrow at you, They think that they see, but they don't feel. So this reading right here is about this person, and more than likely a young female, because we have a young female. So if this reading resonates with you, there you go. And I hope that healing comes from this, and I hope that positivity comes from this. And just remember to teach as well as learn, and Spirit is with you. Take that time out with Spirit. Take deep breaths, meditate, pray, and self-discipline. Really try to control those negative things about ourselves that we have. Be real smart about everything. And that is the message for today. Thank you so much.